10 free tips how to buy the best new cell phones. Don't buy a phone only to have it be outdated and worthless in a month or two. Or worse yet, did you know the government is changing regulations of how you can use your cell phone in your car? We'll get on that in just a minute when we get into our actual tips. But it's a huge change in regulations, and it's true. As your state passes the law, many states have already passed it, but as your state passes the law, it could make your cell phone worthless and could get you a big fat ticket for using it. What you want is a phone that is super cool, has all the functions you really want, and won't be outdated old junk so fast. See this photograph of all this old junk nobody wants anymore? Well, your cell phone could end up in that pile. We have the tips to help you to make sure that that doesn't happen. You're going to discover the best tips on how to make the right choice for your new cell phone, and we will show you where you can get the hottest brand new phone on the market free. That's at the end of the video. Here you are, the top 10 tips to make sure you get your dream phone. 1. Get a phone with a speaker, independent voice commands. So several states now require you to use hands-free kit when you're driving. What does this mean? It means that because of all the automobile accidents with people on their cell phones, they're now making it a requirement that you will have a hands-free kit so that you can put your cell phone down and you can speak into it and you can hear it and it can hear you, and it's hands-free. States are making this a requirement. So if you don't, what you want to do is you want to make sure that check. Here's the tip number 2. Check reviews about the speaker quality. If you have to go the hands-free route, you will need a really good speaker to hear the call. So that's what you want to do. You want to check the reviews about the speaker quality, because if you get stuck with a phone that you can't hear, it's worthless to you, okay? When you're driving, at least. If you travel between U.S. cities, make sure your phone has both 850 and 1900 megahertz bands for the best coverage. If you travel in rural areas of the U.S., make sure the analog band is present on the phone. That's going to be a must. You're going to really need that. Otherwise, you won't have hardly any coverage at all in rural areas. Always get the best battery life. A dead phone doesn't work, even if it has all the other bells and whistles, and it has all the latest gadgets, and you have tons of apps, and it's great, and wow, wow, wow. If it's dead, it doesn't do you any good. Make sure it has great battery life. Make sure the phone has been out at least long enough to have 1 or 2 updates to fix any of the initial bugs and problems. As you know, when a phone comes out, almost always the very first version has a lot of problems. Don't get stuck with that version. Wait until the first 1 or 2 updates have been done, so all the bugs and stuff are fixed. So that other people get stuck with those things, not you. Okay? Make sure it has a rapid charge ability, so you aren't waiting for hours if you need to charge it real fast and go. If you need to go somewhere real quick, you're not going to wait for hours just for your phone to charge. So make sure it has a rapid charge ability. Make sure you can update the OS, or the operating system, on your computer over the internet with a USB cable or similar. It may have FireWire, it may even have Bluetooth or whatever, but be sure that you can update your operating system, because a lot of times an old operating system will cause your phone to have problems, or new apps, new other apps and devices and things like that that can be used with your phone they won't work on the old operating system. So you'll need to be able to update your operating system to get those apps to work right. Sometimes also when you download a new app, it'll cause a problem, and if you update your operating system, it'll fix the problem. Okay? So make sure that you have one that you can update right over the internet on your computer. Number 8, don't be fooled by megapixels. You can get a far better picture from a real 5 megapixel camera lens on your phone. So it's a real camera lens on your phone. Than even an 8 megapixel if it's called a shooter. If it's called a shooter lens, this is not that won't work very well for you. You can get a much better picture. You get a much better picture from a 5 megapixel camera lens than an 8 megapixel shooter lens. So check the lens. Check the lens that they're using. Check what the name of the lens is they're using. Number 9. Always get the most processor speed that you can afford in the phone. Here's just one example. The A6 processor that powers the iPhone 5 is twice as fast as the A5 that powered the iPhone 4S. It's true. I mean, and the thing you've got to remember is, like at the bottom here it says, remember, your processor runs everything on your phone. I mean, it runs everything. That's the speed of your entire phone right there. Forget everything else. The speed of your phone is your processor speed. So get the highest and best processor speed you can possibly afford in your phone. You'll be really happy you did that. Be sure it can be used with your favorite plan provider. As you know, some phones can only be used with certain companies. So be sure and check and see. You don't want to get stuck to where you can only use a certain provider. Now, how would you like one of the best phones in the world for free? We're not allowed to tell you which phone it is. The manufacturer won't allow us. But when you click the link below, you'll be blown away when you see what you can get for free. Yes, you have to be 18 years of age or older, but you'll be absolutely blown away when you see what you can get for absolutely free. Okay? Click the grade link below in the description box below the video. There's a grade link. Used to be blue, but now YouTube made them gray. So it's a little grade link down there. Click that and go check out the offer. Costs you absolutely nothing, and it won't take only but a few seconds of your time to check out the offer. Check it out. Click the grade link below. Have a fantastic day.